Hello everyone, welcome back to Populous Free the Beginning. And we are in a very, very interesting level. This is l'Assassin, or however the hell you actually pronounce it. I don't really know what the level is meant to be. But we begin with quite the base in a ditch, and we are facing up against all three of the enemy tribes. That's a nice change. Instead of just one or two, it's all three of them. And, no one seems to have any reincarnation sites. Interesting. Because this gimmick is very, very interesting indeed. The sole aim of this level is to kill all three shamans. Once you do that, the level is complete. We do not need to defeat the enemy tribes. We are given a timer, in that we can't really defeat the enemy tribes. And I did try and plan this for a bonus video, as for defeating all three of the enemy tribes before the timer ran out. And I do come up very, very close to the timer. But that's the thing, once you can kill all three enemy shamans, the level just ends right there and then. So, a little sneaky little thing here is that you actually start surrounded by 6 wildmen, but you don't start off with the converting spell of the reincarnation site. So you need to actually manually cast convert. I think that is pretty funny. But the best way in order to beat this level is to build up a balloon hut, and also convert all the wildmen before we die very quickly. But we don't really need any real wildmen in this level, since all we need to do is just kill the enemy shamans, and we're given tools to do so. We don't get lightning, because that would be too easy. Instead, we need to pray at these stoneheads to get a variety of spells. Now, we do get a road spell, which is rather handy. There may be a few places where we might be able to use that. And we also got these spaces for a couple of other spells. Whether or not how useful they are will depend on a few things. Now, we do need to charge for invisibility as well as hypnotize, because they're actually useful in this level because there's no real other alternatives. Invisibility allows us to pray at these stoneheads that are dotted around the enemy tribe and get ourselves the lovely spells within, because if we go for this one, then we get attacked. That's the thing. If our shaman dies, the level is immediately over, and if that fire warrior had aimed for my shaman twice, then I would have had to re-record. We would never have seen this, so it's a pretty good point. But regardless, you should have an invisibility spell long enough in order to pray at all of the stoneheads necessary, although only one of them is actually useful. But the spells we actually need could actually be useful in order to take down all three of enemy tribes. Now, interestingly enough, in this level, when you're actually attacking enemy tribes, the shamans don't do anything. They just sit in their guard towers and they don't cast any spells. Which means that you can very easily roll in with fire warriors and balloons and just completely annihilate them. Enemy fire warriors are a problem. As you can see with the Chimera here, they don't have any fire warriors, which means they're very easy to kill. The Takini are very small settlements, so they're a non-entity completely. They can actually be taken out with a combination of Firestorm and a road. Spoilers, we have a Firestorm question mark there, so we're going to get Firestorm. And the hardest tribe to take down is the Matics, since they're the largest and they have a load of fire warriors. But if you're very careful with the amount of fire warriors you use, you should be able to take them out very easily. So you can take down all three of the enemy tribes, but it's very tricky because if you kill all three of the shamans, the level automatically ends. I would love to be able to show this off in an alternate method, but I've just tried it and it's just not working for me. It's just a bit too tricky. You can do it, you are given enough time. 15 minutes is plenty of time as far as the level is concerned. But unfortunately, I won't be able to show it off, which is a shame because I can't really think of any alternate methods for the Undiscovered worlds. It's very clear cut we have to do each levels, which means there isn't too much room for variety, which is unfortunate. But at least I still will be able to show off the various bonus videos, what happens if you die, what happens if you use cheats, those kind of fun things. And since we've got plenty of time, we might as well pray the obelisks and see exactly what they do. I don't really know why they do that, because if you were using that in order to easily get a force from one side to another, then they would get hurt and fall down. Maybe you could use that in the early days in order to go after the... I don't know what you would really use that for. It's rather it's strange, but you can use land bridge in order to get up to those if you're planning to attack the enemies via land, which could be another alternative, but that would require training of variety of things, and it's just easier just to use fire warriors and balloons. Since if you concentrate your firepower on one spot, then you can kill things very quickly. It's not a big deal, because you actually kill an enemy fire warrior before you actually damage their tower, which means you can just go over, kill them, quickly move on to the next one, all that kind of stuff, and then destroy their fire warrior training hut, and there we go, you're pretty much set. But now, we need to actually kill the individual shamans themselves. The Bikini Shaman is very easy. If we get the erode spell, we can just sink them into the ground. There we go, she's dead. So, very simple. So that's 1 out of 3. The next 2, however, are a bit more tricky. Mainly because we don't really have a way in order to get them out of their guard towers unless we actually attack them. And also we're being attacked by the enemy. I'm not really sure why. The Chimera, this is the only time I've ever actually seen them attack me. I mean, when I was doing my various practice runs to take down all the enemies, I didn't really see them. I don't get it. Regardless. I may be dawdling here, but we have got plenty of time. But, yeah. We don't have to take down any more of the Dahini tribe, they're pretty much done. And we don't have to worry about the Matuk, because she is not going to do anything. But, we have got hypnotized, we just need to get the, Matuk Shaman out of that hut. And, thankfully, they're all going to come over and say hi, which allows us to hypnotize them. Which is really useful. And then we will be able to push well on her with all of my various warriors, and that is her then. So that is fairly simple. So we could also have used Firestorm. It's the way, but since you only get one use of it, you can choose which shaman you want to use it on. You can either use it on the Chimera or you can use it on the Matic. It doesn't really make a difference which. It just depends on which you want to kill, whatever. But now we can head our way towards the Chimera. We have got ourselves plenty of time, and since we don't have any fire warriors, we don't have to worry about a single thing. She does have her forces to turn invisible sometimes, for some reason. I don't really know why, but you know, whatever. And after that, we can just give them the firestorm. There we go. After the tower sustains enough damage, she is going to flee her tower and begin to run a bit, and then get killed. I was actually kind of worried that she wasn't actually going to get out, but she was, thankfully, so... There we go. That is L'Assassine. A very easy level, but a very fun level to go through. It's a nice little puzzle level. And I also didn't realise that the counter's still going down, so... Well, it was kind of interesting if the counter finished after you completed the level. But, whatever. Regardless, we are nearly done. It's time for us to move on to the conclusion, the finale, the ultimate level. See you guys then.